Okay, so during this OMAD, you want to make sure to have all of your calories within this tight window. You're going to be eating in a 1 to 2 hour window, which means that the rest of the day is completely fasted, which means you're going to be having just water, electrolytes, and black coffee. Other than that, no other substance that has calories will be entering your body, and no food at all. And you're going to really take a break from food until you have your nice feast at night. This starts to get us used to the idea of skipping meals. And how that goes is you're skipping breakfast, which is awesome. I think a lot of us are already skipping breakfast. Anyone who's already tried some intermittent fasting, anyone who's heard about it, I think breakfast is usually the easiest for everyone to skip. And for me, dinner OMAD is the best because I want to get up and start my day. The last thing I want to do when I start my day is eat, because when I eat, I feel accomplished. I feel like, hey, I won, I hunted, I did this, like I just had a nice steak. I get generally tired after I eat. I feel like victory's mine and I just want to hang out. So I generally like to have my biggest meal during the evening because then I can unwind. When I have a big meal at breakfast, I do feel good, but I feel like I've taken time out of my morning. Now I'm catching up. So breakfast is very easy to skip, probably for a lot of you as well, because you wake up, you have your water, then you have your black coffee, and then boom, you move on with your day. You go to work or you do whatever you need to do during the day, whether that's work out, whatever that may be. Now it's lunchtime. You probably have things to do anyway, which makes lunch the second easiest meal to skip because you're busy. You're already at work and hey, everyone's going to lunch, but how much would you get done if you had an extra hour of work time and you were able to skip lunch and boom, work right through it, or take a break, or make that your meditation time, your grounding time, your workout time? You just earned back an hour of your day, which is awesome because I'm sure if you're a busy guy or girl and you understand how valuable this time is, if you can earn back an hour of every day, that's awesome. Not to mention the time you saved in the morning. So then you go through your day, and as you finish your day, typically we unwind, we finish our workout, we get home. That's usually when we want to eat. And that's why dinner OMAD works so well for me. We do want to have our OMAD at least 3 hours before bedtime. I think that's very essential because we don't want to be digesting when we go into bed. So let's say you get home around 5 or 6, whatever that may be. I would pretty much have that dinner as like it's sundown type time frame. Sun's going down, your body's starting to produce melatonin. You have a nice, hearty, healthy meal. That meal is going to consist of all your day's worth of fat and protein. So really load it on there. That could be up to 2,500 calories, 3,000 calories, depending on your personal size. It could be as low as 2,000 or 1,800 calories, depending on your diet plan and where you generally like to eat. Now, I do recommend not counting calories. I just know that people want some specifics. So having a general range, if you're a bigger guy, if you're somebody that loses weight easy and you're really going through heavy fasting, 25 to 3,000 calories, 2,500 to 3,000 calories is very acceptable. Now, if you're a lady, you're very sedentary, and you're somebody that doesn't move as much, who didn't work out that day, 1,800 to 2,200 could be a great amount of calories. Keep in mind, you're not going to be eating on other days. But if you're eating every single night, and you're eating during this time, then about 2,000 calories, 1,800 calories for a smaller lady looking to lose weight while also being pretty active is a good calorie number. Now, everybody's different in this sense. For me, I generally don't lose weight easily while I'm eating. That's why fasting has been so successful for me. But when I eat, I generally have found that I need to eat somewhere around 2,000 calories in order to lose weight. And I'm a pretty larger guy. I went from 270 to 200 pounds, so I'm still a bigger guy. Even though I've lost weight and lost 70 pounds, I still like to eat a lot. My body still wants to hold on to weight and it's constantly fighting me. And that's why a lot of these strategies work very well for me, because the one way it doesn't fight me is when I don't eat. And when I fast, my body tends to burn right through fat, get me in ketosis, make me feel energized. So that is great for me. And you guys may find it a great strategy for you as well. The OMAD diet is also a great strategy once you're finished with the challenge as your daily eating habits. A lot of the carnivores in the community tend to do OMAD at maximum 2MAD, which means skipping breakfast, eating lunch and dinner, or having breakfast and then having lunch and skipping dinner. Generally, you want to pick 2 meals that are next to each other because you want to close that eating window. If you have breakfast and dinner, that's okay, But that means you're probably eating at 8 in the morning and then almost 8 p.m. So you're really having 12 hours on, 12 hours off, which is not much of a fast. A even intermittent fast is really starting to start at 14 for the ladies, 16 for men. And I say 14 for the ladies because during cycle times, definitely look into that a bit more, but that may affect how long the ladies should be fasting. And just a quick note for the ladies, when it comes to our later on fasts, the 24, the 48, the 72s, you definitely want to plan those around your cycle. It's not the best to be fasting during your time of the month, and it's actually very beneficial to make sure you're priming during that time and eating the stuff your body needs. And that's a great strategy for the ladies. And as you're getting to your stronger time of the month, then you really want to like take advantage of the strength and how strong you're feeling, and those are great times for fasting. But definitely look into it a bit more. All women are different depending on their age, their types of cycles, things like that. So take a look into that and try and plan it around your month and how it works and when you like to fast. For everybody else, you really want to look into the 24-hour fast as a long-term type of style because it's something you can do day after day and really enjoy, and it can be a sustainable way once you're finished with the challenge and have lost your weight to keep the eating window closed and really have things tied down and be able to eat a lot when you do eat. So when you do finally sit down to have your dinner, which is generally the time that you may go out with friends, be with the family, whatever you may be doing, that's a great time to have a nice feast, and that becomes really enjoyable. Okay, so now you guys know a bit about OMAD. We're gonna be doing OMAD for 1 week, okay? So you are transitioning from the priming phase, which was having 3 meals a day, possibly plus snacks. Some of you may have done 2. I had recommended 3, and I know that most of you are probably doing that. So this style is going to be 1 meal per day, keep the eating window closed, and then we are going to move on to alternate day fasting, 24-hour fast, and some of the different strategies. But for 7 more days, so going from week 2 to week 3, you're going to be doing 1 meal a day and starting your fasting journey that way. Thank you.